Come on. Yes, it's still recording.
Hey, welcome to Flight Test. I'm Josh. This is Josh.
Hi.
And today we have the Hobbyzone Delta Ray.
Delta Ray, yes.
Looks pretty cool.
It's a twin engine, yet it's a trainer.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome stuff,
Yeah,
isn't
because
it?
it has the AS3X in it and the safe system.
Exactly.
This thing could fly itself probably.
Do you remember the Stratus that you like so much?
Yeah.
This is honestly, in my mind, almost like an upgrade to it.
Oh yeah?
But we're going to put it through the paces, and you haven't flown it yet,
No.
and neither have I.
Oh,
So
boy, this
we're
is
going to find
scary.
out, but let's go ahead and talk about the specs because we don't know if there's going to be much afterwards to talk about.
Right.
All right, so first of all, one thing I don't like about it. Brushed motors, what's up with that?
And here,
You know, I gotta imagine it's almost more expensive to manufacture brushed motors on an RC plane than it is brushless.
yeah, so why?
I don't know why. But you know what? It is differential thrust, and we'll see if it has adequate power or not. But I gotta imagine, wouldn't have been much to put brushless on it.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing I noticed is on the bottom here, when you expose the receiver, there is none.
What?
It's one of those crazy boards like the Stratos had.
Uh-huh.
But the good thing about that is where the Stratos, you couldn't bind it to a DSMX radio.
Yeah.
This one you can.
You can?
As a matter of fact, this one comes ready to fly. What is it,
Yep.
like 100 and...
$179.99.
$179.99. That's a far cheaper price than the $300 for the Apprentice.
Yeah.
That had the safe feature.
Right.
And speaking of which, this has all the same features as far as the self-recovery, the 3 different modes and everything.
Yeah, the
all,
beginner, intermediate, and advanced modes. Yeah.
Exactly. So this
And
will
the
grow
O-crap
with you.
switch.
And the O-crap switch. And the nice thing about that I really, really like is it's not like those old, like the Super Cub LP, where when a solid horizon on the bottom sensor, it kind of forced you down.
Yeah.
This literally limits your angle of attack. It's a much better way to fly the plane. It's not just simply gyros or photocells. It's more integrated. Does a much better job.
Okay.
So besides that control board, and by the way, does anyone have a battery like that?
Who does that?
Well, it's a unique EC3 connector for the tiny little batteries.
Oh.
And I guess it's fine if that's what you're getting into the hobby and
Yeah.
you know, it takes it. But one reason why I think that they really want you to buy their actual specific battery is because the manual number 1 doesn't state the CG.
What?
But it just barely fits in there. See how
Okay.
that goes in there?
Yeah.
So they probably don't want you to put too big or too large a battery because back this far,
Yeah.
you're going to have some major tail heavy issues if you go with
Right.
the wrong size battery.
Okay.
So performance is key to have a good flying experience. So they're probably just trying to lock you into having the right size battery to have the right flying plane.
Gotcha.
While we're on the bottom here, apparently no steerable nose gear, but it does have differential thrust, and just like the Stratus, I'm sure it'll kind of move around,
yeah.
taxiing around, but we'll find
Okay.
that out outside. Gears are also removable, so you can hand launch it, and they do this really nice little handhold thing, which is
Ooh.
awesome. And look, your hands are behind the props.
Behind the props. That is key, my friends.
So what do you think about assembly on this thing?
I'm gonna guess it was probably pretty easy, but that would have to be a big box for this thing to come in
No,
assembled like that.
you actually have to do a little bit of assembly, but there's not a stitch of glue in it. It's all done with double-sided tape or screwed together.
Serious?
That's it.
Double-sided
You
tape?
don't have to bust out anything. Yeah, matter of fact, the tail. This is
Oh my-
put.
hey,
look
stop.
at that. That's just
Calm down.
taped together.
Okay.
It's strong, and it's clean. It's nice. So no complaints on that whatsoever. The wingtips tape on. The nice thing is, say you do have a bad crash, you can replace these, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Simply tape on.
Nice.
And it's an L-long control. And the weird thing is, all the mixing is not done through your radio. It's already pre-done through the
So
actual
you don't have to
receiver.
do any mixing.
You don't have to do anything like that.
And it comes with the Spectrum DX4E?
Yeah, a little bit. It's definitely nicer than that little Firebird PlayStation looking thing.
Yeah.
So that's pretty respectable radio. And also that can be used on future planes too, which is really cool.
Okay.
All right?
You wanna fly it?
I want to fly badly.
All right, let's go.
Take it up. All right. Well, there's a major important thing why we didn't connect the battery, huh?
Because we're not ready to fly yet.
Well, also, just as the gyros and everything has to initialize.
Oh, yeah. We
So
have to set it
You don't want
down
to
the ground.
just plug it in and just, move all around and everything. It just
Yeah.
wigs it out like crazy.
Right.
So what you want to do is you want to plug it in. Is your transmitter on first? Perfect.
Yes?
Plug it in. Take it to the ground, quick as possible, and let it sit there.
It's doing things.
Just like the Apprentice.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. All right, is your up, down, down? There we go. And you are currently in safe mode, huh?
Yeah.
So that's going to greatly limit your throw capability. It's going to limit your angle of attack. So make sure if you're flying in a small area that you can actually do a turn in that.
Okay.
So if you have that in question, you're probably flying in too small of an area.
Right.
But I think this is going to be just fine here.
Okay.
All right. And we were talking about earlier about the balance points. The battery moved all the way forward, gives you a really nice CG right where the handholds are. See that?
Yeah, but they don't ever say exactly where to put the battery, but...
They don't even, I couldn't even find the wingspan
ourselves.
in the manual. It's like 31 inches, 32 inches,
Yeah, 34 inches wingspan.
and 31 inches length.
Right.
So yeah, not a lot of information. If you need to find that information, go to the website. It's a lot more thorough than the actual manual. But you can see, here's the Velcro right here. You'd think that this would go
Right on it.
back like that.
Then you got tail heavy issues.
Crazy. I don't know. We're gonna go with it neutral at that point.
Okay.
As long as you guys know before we take it up in the air, I guess it's not that bad. All right, this is on. All right, brother, go ahead and give me a run up here. And you have differential thrust. Feel that on the rudder?
Ooh.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Saucy.
All right. And you're up.
All right. See those gyros moving.
Yeah. Now, the nice thing with those gyros, it also fights that wind a little bit too. So it gives you a little bit of stable feeling, even in worse climates, but it doesn't say, or it does say not to fly it in too windy of conditions. So be careful with that.
All right.
So you're cruising right about half throttle, right?
Yep.
I know it says in the manual, half throttle is going to be your just general flying. Full throttle is going to give you your climb, and then chopping the throttle is going to give you your descent to land.
Right.
And this has all the same features that the Apprentice had, just obviously a lot more packed, package. Now with beginner mode, what's going to always bring you back to is it's going to bring you back to a self level. That's why it's so crucial.
Yeah. So here, I'll demonstrate real quick.
Yeah.
So right here, this is full left, and I'm just gonna take my hands off, bring me right back.
Right back. So all it does is it just basically limits your descent, your bank, and things like that, but it won't automatically correct to bring you back to a level ground. But if you do get in trouble, you still have the awesome oh crap switch,
Yes.
which is fantastic.
Yeah. Should we demonstrate? You know what? I'll let you demonstrate that.
Oh, okay.
You can really get us into a
You want me to get some
tight
crazy
spot.
stuff?
Yeah.
All right, here, I'll tell you what, pass it on over here.
All right. There you go. You're in beginner mode now.
All right, I'm in beginner. It does feel real nice.
Yeah.
I see what you mean, how it just kind of, there's no way you're gonna ever be able to do anything too crazy.
Yeah. It brings
But-
it right back.
But you can really bang the sticks and still turn it pretty easily. You know, you can fly in a small area. And speaking of stall characteristics, that's full back. you
And that's
still
in beginner mode.
That's in beginner mode. You still have full control authority.
Nice.
No stalls, nothing. That's great. All right, let's go and put it in advanced. All right, so I'm upside down. I'm in trouble. Whoop.
Oh
Oh
crap.
crap!
That was
And
quick.
look at- that was really quick. Let's do it again. Upside down.
Oh crap.
Really
Nice.
crazy fast response. I love the fact it takes the shortest path to being correct too.
Yeah.
Look at this. Just take it. Look at that. It knows. But if I go past inverted, it knows to roll it. Isn't that
Nice.
amazing?
What if you're in a dive?
Let's find out.
Okay. Nice.
That's awesome. All right. So speaking of aerobatics, let's go ahead and see how it feels. Oh, that's not bad at all. Look at that.
Inverted.
So I can still feel that AS3X helping me out in a little bit of turbulence.
Right.
But that's not
You feel like it's hindering your flight at all?
not at all.
Your inputs?
No, it feels good. For anyone that's beginners here, if you switch into beginner mode, simply throttle back. Look at the glide ratio on this thing.
Nice.
I'm actually gonna take it around here. Always land into the wind.
Land on the roof. Why don't you?
All right, we're gonna set this up into the wind. I can hold full back on this thing. Look at this. And this is where Kike is
Layering.
amazing with his flying body designs. Look at that. I can just milk it in with throttle. Isn't that
Nice.
cool?
Very cool.
Super, super easy to land. Matter of fact, do you want to try takeoff?
Sure.
Nice. What do you think of that?
Pretty smooth.
Pretty uneventful, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so you know we want to put the safe to the test, don't we?
Yeah.
We want to see how quickly this thing can respond in an oh crap situation.
Okay.
All right, so ready for this?
Yeah, you want to try some low inverted?
Yeah, we'll pop it inverted real low, and we'll see how quickly it can roll out. And also, if it doesn't roll out quick enough, we'll see how bad the damage is.
Okay.
Okay?
You gotta give it a shot.
All right. So you're in beginner mode now, right?
Yes.
All right. Because you know what? Oh crap is great when you're high up. How good is it when you're low?
And the oh crap switch works in every mode from beginner to advanced.
Yep. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this nice and low. What do you think? Is that low enough?
Lower. There you go. Perfect.
That was great. Are you kidding me? That's like what? 15 feet?
Yikes.
Here.
That was
ready?
a little bit lower.
Oh crap. Look at that.
That's awesome.
All right. That's pretty low.
Yeah. That's awesome. Dropped about a foot there.
That's incredible.
That is
Now
scary.
that's definitely a quicker recovery than the Apprentice had.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Nice.
That was like what? Maybe a wingspan off the ground.
That's crazy.
The shortcomings as far as the lack of, I guess, decent manual, weird battery connector, and the
What do you
lack
think
of,
about the motor? The brush motors.
you know, I guess it is a beginner,
Yeah.
and it still was able to loop and roll,
Yeah.
you know, and do basic aerobatics. And I guess if it was overpowered, you could get yourself in a lot more trouble.
Right.
I wish there was a way to upgrade it, because I bet you, as stable as this is, it'd be awesome to see how fast it can go.
Yeah, man, I think it's a great trainer. Yeah, the safe system is always good for training, and it just feels real stable in the air. The gyro system really does its job, doesn't really hinder your performance very much. I like it.
Yeah, it doesn't take anything away, it only adds.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
All right, well, I thank you guys for watching, and thanks Audible.com for sponsoring this episode. If you go to audible.com/flight test, you can actually get one free audiobook download.
And they have over 150,000 titles. Before
Right.
it was 100,000 plus, now it's 150,000 plus.
Yeah, there's a book on there called Don't Take It Personal, Conquering Criticism and Other Survival Skills, and it's by Susan Granger.
Susan Boyle.
No, Susan Granger.
Susan Granger.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's a book that all of us have read here at Flight Test and Group Therapy.
Yeah.
And so check it out, audible.com/flight test. Go
Get
there
your
and
free
get your
download.
free download. All right, we'll see you guys next
See you
time.
next time.